So I don't know about you guys, but it's been bloody hot over here in the UK. So I thought for a spicy Rimworld challenge, I'd test out my extreme desert survival skills before climate change completely shags the planet. Or before I do. To make things a little more challenging for us, I'll be running the Diego storyteller on losing his fun alongside the bandit star. Our small crew of 4 will have to overcome not only the harsh conditions of the desert, but the fact that everyone and everything wants to kill me. We began our journey inside the waters of our new protective mountain, a perfect home to hide away from the world that so desperately wanted to kill me. Since we started as bandits, our starting resources were not exactly helpful. Aside from a few weapons, some alcohol to numb the pain, and a very expensive piece of art, we didn't actually have any actual resources or food. Our first task then was to begin planting some potatoes and taking a shotgun to the local iguana population. And by the end of the day, we had accomplished building a small hole inside the mountain, and that's about it. Well, everyone has gone to sleep, starving, and a little bit unhappy, but we have survived the first day. We are 1 day in and it's already going horribly wrong for us. We began the next day like everyone should, with alcoholism, because drinking a bottle of Chemshine restored 10% of our food bar, and alongside my other genius plan, hopefully looking at the art will make people a little happier. The art will be so beautiful that they forget that they're starving, is the idea here. However, with Crimson drinking our last bottle of Chemshine and our potatoes nowhere near ready for harvest, it was time for some desperate measures. We decided to send Crimson out to see if he could forage anything from the nearby volcanic region, and just as you thought things couldn't get any worse for us... Oh, come on! A heat wave? We're already in an extreme desert, what the fuck, man? To be fair, it wasn't the heat I was worried about, as we had air conditioning at this point. I was more worried about the fact that my potatoes were now unable to grow. Well, shit. This meant that our survival at this point solely rested on Crimson's expedition. Oh, there's food! Glorious food! There's berries! Oh, there's loads of berries! He's not assigned to... I don't care. Oh, he's only got... Oh, fuck. He's got 1 plant skill. Okay, you can't fuck up picking berries. It's not hard to pick a berry. Come on. Come on, Crimson, before you starve, man. Your life literally depends on you being able to pick berries out of a bush. Unsurprisingly. How did you fail? How did you fail? No. Come on, man. Oh, we got some. Eat them, Crimson. Eat the berries. Oh, no, everyone's fallen over from starvation. It was becoming clear that we may lose some people to starvation, unless Diego, our Lord and Savior, was listening. Oh, a transport crash as well. Go capture that guy. Go, 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 go. Because we can eat that person. Excellent. Right, hold him back. Hold him back. Soul might be able to live. 90... No. I think we're going to lose him. 94, 91. Run, Crimson. Come on. No. 97. He's feeding him the berries. Chuck him in his mouth faster. No, he's on 100%. Come on. Oh, my God. He's going to live. I think he might actually live. Oh, my God. Honestly, I don't think I've ever held my ass cheeks so tightly in my life. And while we're on the topic of ass, you know what? I actually want Fret, so I'm going to refuse the offer because anyone that comes and raids me, I get to eat their ass. So, all right, get him, boys. He's got food. He's got food. All right, strip his ass. Give me that food. He has some food. And he also is food. You know what, boys? I generally think we might actually be able to make this. With a steady supply of food coming in and our cave being fully kitted out with air conditioning, I was ready to say that we had overcome the initial challenge of creating a safe haven in this little hellhole of a planet. And funny enough, so did these desperate refugees who came begging for safety. Yeah, sorry about this one, buddy. Ah, satisfying public execution. Fantastic. We then promised safety to another person, however, she ran to the wrong map and proceeded to get mauled by 32 snow hares. Oh, geez, yeah. That's none of my business. At this point, we had survived around 20 days by continuing the trend of shooting animals until we were finally able to harvest our potatoes. With food never being an issue again, it was time to get organized if I was going to build a nuclear power plant. Thankfully, some more refugees decided to show up, and with some swift negotiations at gunpoint and a little shotgun to the face treatment, beat the shit out of her, we will arrest her. We were able to imprison them. This was then followed up by a raid who were met with some buckshot to the face. Excellent. Now, I had some special plans for these guys. Okay, I'll admit, Probably not the best prison conditions, but it will do for the time being. My goal to fund our nuclear power plant was to fund it via harvesting the organs of the people that hate me. So I sent some boys out to forage for some hill root in the nearby volcanic regions. But just as they left, Diego decided to answer my prayers. Oh, caravan animals wandering. Oh my god! It's almost like Diego's been listening. Medicine and Glitterworld medicine. Now, with a small stockpile of medicine, I decided to celebrate the occasion by hosting a gladiator fight in Diego's name to decide who was going to be my first organ donor. Because, no one ever dies in a gladiator duel, right? All right, let's see who's going to win. Oh my god! Rom just cut Nelly's head off with a bloody knife. Yeah, good duel of dominance. Fantastic. Not to worry, because our new colonist, aka the crazy old lady with 12 medicine, was ready to give everyone else the chop. That's it. Keep chopping them up. Get everything we need. We need the money. I'm sorry. Unfortunately, the prisoners died because we stole her heart, which is understandable. That's all of them, unfortunately, so that means we need to go out and get some more. Pirates with psychic suppressor. Oh, come on, man. Ah, sure, why not? There can't be anything too bad chasing Robin. Site appeared to hash Robin weather controller. 5 turrets and 1 settler. It just causes fog. All right, well, let's go out and deal with the psychic suppression first. We'll be sending out Crimson Soul and Lumpy. They should be able to handle it. Those 3 are the only ones who have guns. So as long as I don't get raided in the next 2 minutes, we should be okay. All right, well, here we are. We've rocked up in a pretty terrible place. Thankfully, it looks like all these geezers, yeah, they all have melee weapons. So they're about to get royally shagged. Yeah, that was relatively easy, to be honest. Just get patching them up, boys. See what we can do. Just, oh, wow, you got Glitterworld medicine? Well, we're definitely getting some organs out of this guy, then. With that excellent display of tactical geniusness on my behalf, this quickly became our new method of acquiring new donors. And after stacking a large stockpile of organs, we finally received our first trader. Thankfully, they do want to buy some organs, which is brilliant, because it means we're going to actually get a bit of cash. All of our organs has given us a nice tasty profit of 8,410, which means we can buy a whole load of components. Let's take this heavy armor here for 3 grand. That's probably not a bad investment. We'll buy this heavy helmet as well. That'll do. All right, look at Crimson now. She is ready to fuck. I think it's time we send her out to do some raiding. All right, looks like this map's going to be very interesting. This is a very, very small map. We're about to get hit by a lot of tribals. What we'll do is we're going to hide behind this little bit of water here and hopefully just mow them down as they run at us. That man is throwing axes at us. Crimson, start shooting them, man. What's going on here? Just shoot. Why are people not shooting? There we go. All right, sorry, Paige, but we're going to need your spine, buddy. Crazy old lady here has a bad back, and I'm fed up of her moving really slowly, so she's having your spine. There you go. You're only frail and have a little bit of hearing loss now. With the removal of Paige's spine, this spawned a new idea on effective prisoner control. Instead of having to worry about cramming all the surgeries in at once, or those pesky prisoners trying to escape their fate, upon arrival now, we removed their spines. No spines means no walking, and we can take as long as we want removing all their organs without any risk of them trying to fight back. I know. I'm great. I'm just so good, aren't I? With all our harvesting done and some fat profits, I was ready to begin our final phase of the challenge, which was to build ourselves a nuclear power plant, which I'm going to show you how it's done in, I don't know, under 30 seconds. You start off by researching Rimatomics, and once that's completed, place down the Rimatomics research bench. Start the research project for the nuclear research reactor, complete that, and place down the research reactor and stare at it for a while. Once that is completed, move on to researching nuclear power, shoot a bunch of beggars, and once they have finished researching it, place down the reactor. Once the reactor is down and built again, place down the turbine and connect the steam and the cold water pipe to it. Next is to choose your method of coolant. I'll be going with water cooled, so I place that down and connect the coolant pipe to the turbine. Next is to build the high voltage transformer. Make sure you connect it to your power grid and also connect it to the turbine with the high voltage cable. Finally, place down the reactor console, connect it to the reactor, and you should have a functioning glorified kettle. All you need now is to acquire some fuel rods. Once you have done that, open up the console, whack those bitches in and start it up. I decided to play it safe and run the reactor at a 50% capacity before immediately whacking it to 95%. The next day, we were hit by a band of raiders from the Northwestern Union. However, instead of harvesting their organs and selling them for profit, I had a better idea. As we were approaching day 80, our colony wealth was beginning to steadily increase. So I wanted an ally to use as cannon fodder and to also have an additional trading partner since I was solely relying on orbital traders. So my great plan was to send back the hearts of their dead friends, which surprisingly worked until I continued chopping up their friends. See? Look at that. 193 relations. That's going to take us from minus 100 to allies. All I did was send them the hearts of their dead friends. Ah, shit. Oh, yeah. Maybe I should still be removing parts of their body. We went from allies at 90 to all the way down to 5. Stop chopping them up. Stop. Abort all surgeries. Better news, though. The Exotics Good Trader is here to buy all of their friends' limbs back. There we are. 5,551 worth of limbs there. That's pretty tasty. Now with our brand new ally, I was able to keep a constant supply of traders to buy my organs. So began the cycle of raid, harvest, and sell. This continued throughout the remaining days while I converted my civilian nuclear project to something a little more spicy. And while I was learning about nuclear weapons, I decided to open my ancient danger. I'm also just gonna balls to the wallet. Oh, it's nothing. Oh, okay. I'm guessing that means that all of these are gonna be hostile, right? Oh. Wow, even better. Everyone's down. This has got to be the easiest ancient danger ever. After crossing the day 101 mark, I'd come to the conclusion that I was too powerful. Diego couldn't kill me, the raiders just died, and even the ancient danger was just pathetic. I'd come to realize that the only thing that could stop me was me. So, I dropped a nuke on myself. Oh. Hey, look at that! They actually survived! Okay, turns out I can't even kill myself. Just wanted to say a big thank you to all these Patreons here. If you enjoyed, please do subscribe because I'm like unemployed now. That means there's going to be a lot more content coming, hopefully.